Hey, welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to be here with you. Jean, it's
Happy
nice to see you.
happy Sunday, everybody.
There
How
you
are
go.
you? Hi,
Yeah.
Allie.
Hi. Yeah. It's Sunday. Butterfly kisses and Pierrette. It's nice to see you.
So,
Um,
Allie, may
Go
I
ahead.
make a
You
suggestion?
may.
While
Absolutely.
everybody is filing in and getting their questions in, I would like to do a message. I had this set
Good.
aside to do a private channeling or a private message with Saint Germain.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Okay.
I'd love to just to tap into him and see if there is a message for the collective. And you see that there's that Metatron's cube right there
Oh, yes.
and the
Yes.
Merkaba.
Yep.
And this
Very
is
powerful.
the
He's very powerful. He's the violet flame, right? Saint Germain. Yeah.
right. So let me just see if there's a message. This way it'll get me connected to spirit and you can get everybody's question coming in. So what I'm hearing him saying is it's important to be very delicate and very gentle with others, with your neighbors, with your loved ones. Um, it's a volatile time, and emotions are high and raw for many. And it's so important to be extra gentle and compassionate because we never know what someone else is dealing with. He's showing me sort of like an extra layer of protection, almost like gauze wrapped around you, just to be extra sensitive and just add that little extra cushion onto anything you may do or say or react. You know, take a moment, take a breath before you say something. Make sure that it's kind and necessary. Yeah, that was really nice.
It is really nice. And astrologically, I know that Diana, oil painter, and Valerie have said that to think twice, speak once this month. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it has to do with some of the outer planets, and it goes through this month as well. It was last month and this month, so yes, beautiful. Mhm.
Wow,
It
interesting. That's
is.
interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
yeah. I have a beautiful card: freedom, moving on, letting go. Make sure that get your energies and let go of those things that are weighing you down. And mindfulness, how important that is. It's the number one thing. Remain peaceful, quiet. Give yourself the opportunity to connect with spirit and release any difficulty. So it's a lot about release and coming up from the depths. So, yes, but look at the light is there. The light is waiting for you. Thank you. Beautiful.
Well, thank you, Allie.
Thank you. That was a lovely message Saint Germain gave you. I love that. I just ended up buying some of the books about Saint Germain, actually, and
Oh,
just haven't had time to look at them. But there are books about them. Yeah,
wouldn't that be fun if you would tell us, give
yeah,
a review and perhaps I would love to tap into that. Yeah, that'd be
absolutely.
so
So,
exciting to do something
yeah,
like that.
do it. Yeah, the Ascended Masters are really wonderful, and that's what you have, I think, in your cards. Am I right? All
Yes.
the different masters. They have all these. They're similar in a lot of ways because they are ascended, but at the same time, they work on different parts of what we need. So it's very beautiful. So, thank you, Jean. All right, let's go ahead and start with Kiba's question. Any messages from her late aunt Haba?
Hi,
And
Kiva. Thanks for your question.
it takes a few minutes for Jean to tap in.
I'm not sure if she was she's showing me that she's cleaning up, organizing, straightening up, and she she's almost like organizing and 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 clearing out any clutter. Like get your house in order is what she's saying. Get your house in order, and this could be metaphorically or literally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and either that or she was very meticulous and neat and really valued her her beautiful things that she cherished, her at, what is it called, like an amulet or something, things that she cherished and held on to. And she says, make sure that you dust these things off, put them in a prominent position, and take away any clutter. Make sure your focus is on the most important things.
Mm, wonderful. Well, I, I got something that kind of agrees with that. I get that your past life guides or your guides are providing you karmic lessons in order to release them. So whatever, and that's exactly what metaphorically or physically what Jean had said. So she's saying to you, they're there to help you if you have something that you need to release. They're always there with you, including your personal guides and also your ancestral guides. She wants you to do some relaxation, to use peaceful pursuits. And she says, I'm always with you during the happy times, and really happy that you are so, grounded and happy in your life. But there are some hidden things underneath, something unknown. And I don't know if it's something that was unknown about your Aunt Haba that you either found out about, or something that nobody knows about, or it could be something about yourself that is a hidden truth. But whatever it is, it's beneath the surface. And the only thing I can say is that the shift in the waters change, and some things become revealed, especially with climate change going on. But take a look at that, Kiba, and in your own life as well. Thank you, Kiba, for your question. Well, now we got a pendulum or a card issue here, I think. Craig wants to know, is he going to be able to register his car? Will he have any problems?
Hi, Craig. Thanks for your question. What a rich, interesting life, right?
Right. Yeah.
Show me the energy around Craig registering his Model A Ford. Okay, so are you registering for a classic car registration, like to register it to be classified as a classic car, as a
Or an
authentic
antique? Yeah.
original? Yeah. So any type of registry, because I'm not sure, is the registration that Craig is registration that he's doing on Friday of this week. What are the energies around this? Will everything go according to plan with the registration for Craig this week? It's really not making any moves here, Craig, so I'm not sure if there's anything a little more in detail. I know that you said that you have an appointment this Friday. 1930s Model A Ford. Will the registration go well? Right, now I'm getting some movement. Definitely yes. The registration will go well. Good. Sometimes it just is a matter of asking the right question, asking it directly, asking it clearly. Yeah.
Yep. It just matters how you word it. I got for show. Faux show.
I love those cards, Aley.
They're so funny. Greg, I see a garden, and it says a public venue. Well, a registration would be in the public. So, and I see that you have a date there to bring in your car, or it might be beside a garden. I don't know. And you got the moose here, and the moose is independent, and attitude is everything. So, stay calm, cool, and collected. And when you go in there, because you're making an agreement, a contract, a partnership, and there's closure in it. So I think that everything will be fine. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Looks pretty good, Craig.
Expect things to go well, Craig.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Go in there and say, I'm going, I already have my registration done and it's perfect. And so it is. That's right. Thanks, Jean. That's good. All right, Ricky's going to travel. Good for you. She wonders if Aunt Rosalina has a message because she loved to travel.
How sweet.
Hi, Earth Angel. Nice to see you.
So Aunt Rosalina is showing me that she's going to pack her bags. She's almost like, what? So I'm ready. Where are we going? And she's like starting to pack her bags as if we're going on a trip. She wants to go with you, which is really, really good. She'll be your guide.
Good.
She's saying pack light. She's really stressing pack light. Only take essentials. And get your rest. Plan for rest. She's saying have the time of your life. Let go of any inhibitions and throw caution to the wind and really fully experience it full on. Put down the phone, put down the social media, and really just immerse your soul and your experience in these travels and the discovery and the adventure that you're going to experience. And really be present and enjoy it.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Same.
First thing I heard was expect delays because of the Mercury retrograde. Don't get yourself in a funk about it. Just go with the flow. And I don't know if I heard that from Spirit or I heard it from your aunt, but she says, I'll be there with you. We'll be standing there together. It says, though, you have some luck. Jupiter expansion on this card. So I think you'll be okay. I think, and then I love this. 1111 comes up. And of course, today is 9/11. So it says here that you two balance each other. You're going to balance each other out there. And look at this beautiful ballerina. She's a person that is source energy. She's timeless. I love that. And she says, allow and trust divine timing, especially, like I said, with the retrograde. But I got also that the timing is great for you. She said, you won't have any regrets. The only regret she has is that she can't be with you physically while you're going. She said, but we're going to have a celebration. We'll do it together. And you might have an epiphany about something. So I love that. And definitely it will heal old wounds. So whatever those wounds might be, your aunt is willing to help you heal them as well on this trip. So have a wonderful time at the end of the month. That's great.
Beautiful.
All right. So we have beautiful Starlight Tarot. Wondering if there's a message from either spirit guides or grandma. If you want to put her first name, Starlight, that helps Jean. And I will let her know. Hi, Nancy Riker.
There's a personal relationship that is developing between you and your guides. There's a level of trust, a level of awareness that you'll be moving into, and it's almost like an energy bubble that you're going to be moving into. It's an experience, and it's a level of connection that before the connection was maybe far away, and sort of like you were grasping for the connection, and now the connection will be closer and more obtainable and a little faster for you. They said that this is due to the energies raising in your the frequencies raising in your environment and your level of trust. This is your spiritual journey. You're advancing on your spiritual journey. um, So you'll be developing a more intimate relationship with your guides, with your trust, with your awareness and your perspective. That's beautiful.
It is.
You.
Pretty nice. Her mom's name is Blanche.
I mean, her grandma, the
Oh, grandma.
grandma.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that was from the spirit guides. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I pulled some cards here. Also, I don't know if it's Blanche or if it's the spirit guides, but I get here. Look for the meaningful coincidences or the synchronicities that you see, because they're a message for you. It isn't just weird. It's a message. So look for them when they happen and say to yourself, okay, where's this going? When you're in isolation, it's easier for you to connect, but we always can't be in isolation. Like right now, I'm in the middle of a living room with 6 people in the house, so that I'm doing the best I can. But if you can do it, that's awesome. It will bring you good luck if you are working with your guides. It says to take a risk, absolutely, because there might be a temptation to do something that you've never done before, or something that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you've been a little bit afraid to do. But that's where the synchronicities might come in for you. You're outside alone right now. All right. There you go, girl. There you go. Thank you so much, Starlight. That's great. Yeah, your guides are really on it, Jean. Honestly.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we have Cheryl Dombeck. Any message from her guides? By the way, we did close the questions. If for some reason we get close in this time, we can do them, but pretty much we close them because we have too many otherwise. But thank you.
Okay, Sherry, so nice to see you. Thanks for your question. Let's see what we have from your guides. They're showing me that you have responsibility, that you have somebody to take care of, or that you're responsible for. And I'm not exactly sure if this is a pet, a family member. They're just saying to make sure that you carve out time for yourself. I think there's a theme of introspection today, because they're very they're focusing on self-development, um, your own spiritual journey, your own development, and attention to yourself and your things, and your be focused. Be focused.
Absolutely. I pulled cards for myself today, and all the cards I pulled basically were, you're not eating healthy enough. You need to take care of yourself better. Every single card said the same thing. And I just had said this morning, I want to eat a big salad. And I thought that was interesting. But, there it comes. So I agree with you. I see here, Sherry, a light bulb going off for you. And that's a sudden realization. It might be from your introspection. It says here that you are going to come up with some good ideas and expect changes, because the butterfly is coming in, and that's transformation, new beginnings, and personal growth. So take the time to work with what it is that you want to manifest in your life, and always talk in positive terms. Don't ever say I don't want. Always say I have, or I am, one or the other. The last one is the discipline. The ballerina has to really, she's showing up everywhere today. The discipline, the grace and elegance, and anything that you do in practice will be perfected in this particular scenario. So yeah, I think I agree very much with Jean with the what's coming out in these cards. Wow. And that ballerina wants to dance. All right. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Sherry. I hope this
Thanks,
helped
Sherry.
you. All right. So Heather, it's good to see you. Thanks for asking a question. Any messages from her Auntie Donna?
Okay. Hi, Heather. Thank you. Auntie Donna for Heather. She's very proud of you. She really, she thought the world of you. You were, brought sunshine to her eyes. She lit up when you were around. You had a special bond, and she could see sort of the light that you had inside, and gave you the attention and recognition. It wasn't instead of, it was a different type of recognition. She's saying that we definitely had a connection, and she just adored you. You were you were she just really adored you, and could see the light that you had.
Wow.
She was a big fan, a big one who would encourage you, and she's still encouraging you. And she's almost like a angelic force on the other side, or a guide on the other side. Not necessarily a guide, a guardian on the other side. She's here watching over your light. She's still watching over the light as like a guardian for you, and monitoring your progress. And she's very proud of you. But she says, I've
Excellent.
always known that she had that light, something she always recognized inside of you. It's
Mm,
beautiful, Indigo.
it is. So I pulled the wax seal, and it's like, I feel like she's saying, you have my seal of approval for what it is that you're doing. It says that a secret is shared. And so, if you didn't get to know her for that long, Heather, she's been with you because the female shows up immediately here. And it says that feminine energy and a woman plays a role with you. She's with you all the time, and she does play a role in your work. And she said you have a gentle strength, and you know how to work with your personal boundaries. And she says you're nourishing yourself with your art and what you do for work. And she says she loves it, that you have a peaceful life, like you would if you were hugging on a panda bear. She says, if you see a panda bear, then you know it's me.
Wow. That's a
Yeah,
beautiful message.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I've had that happen with, you don't think you're ever going to see something, and then you're thinking about somebody and you see that symbol that reminds you of that thing. So, yeah. Thanks, dear. I'm glad Auntie Donna is so close to you, and inspiring you so much. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. Oops, already had this one. All right. So let's see. Ginny, does my friend Lauren, who passed last December, have any messages for his family? Well, I don't know if Jean can give she can give it for you. Maybe it will extend to the family, but the family might have to give their consent. So I don't know, Jean. It's up to you, hon.
Okay, let's see what
Sure thing.
Lauren has to say. Well, d- please take this with a grain of salt, but he's telling me he's alive and well. He says, "Tell everybody I'm alive and well." That just
Wow.
means his energy is, I think that there's a
Yeah.
lot of people think that when we pass on, that it's the end, that things that everything stops. Where as soon as we transition, there's a new awakening or a new birth or a new uh, um, existence. And so he feels alive and well. And I'm not sure if he was ill towards the end of his life here, but he's saying, "Tell everybody I'm alive and well." And let me see what else, Lauren. He's showing me like Monopoly cards and collecting, you know how you collect properties and railroads and houses and things like
Mm,
this. He's showing me Monopoly cards and collecting possessions, and there may be something around what he may have acquired in his lifetime that's now being handed down. And
mm,
he's expressing that it was a game that he played in this incarnation, but now that the game is over, they have no importance to him. So whatever is the family decides is fine. He just wants the family to be happy because they're still playing the game. He's like, "I've left the game. Those cards are up for grabs. So anybody that wants them can grab my cards and continue playing the game." He says, "When I'm over here, I'm not playing the game anymore. None of that has any importance to me. It doesn't matter to me who, where, what things go
mhm.
where. So there may be some dispute there or some question of what he may want. Whatever makes the family happy is what he wants. And he's no longer playing the game."
That's a fabulous message we all need to listen to, because when someone passes, you're absolutely right. Physically, none of the things matter to them at all. Actually, even before they pass, my brother told me, he said nothing matters anymore. The internet, or the phone. He doesn't. He's just trying to stay alive, or pass, one or the other. I did get the loons, and I love the loons. The loons say, "Family manifests deepest desire," and he said they need to reawaken any lost hopes they had. I'm doing fine. Look at me. I'm floating on the water here. And he said, "I'm a magnet for this family. I come in anytime they need me to. All they need to do is have a desire to contact me or just think about me, and I'll be right there." And I got flowers. Very much love for the family. So he is giving a message to the family, which is great. And flowers mean love and thank you. And so that's a
Yeah.
beautiful,
I'm not
beautiful,
sure if
beautiful.
you could tell uh, Allie and Ginny, but it startled me when he said that. When he said, "I'm alive and well," I'm like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah, like
And
maybe I'm not dead. I just am. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never heard
But he is. He's
anybody
alive and well over on the other side. Yeah, yeah.
that
So yeah, I
really.
imagine that would startle you. Yeah, yeah. But you know, you never know what you're going to get, do you, Gene? I mean, I remember Susan Lynn saying something really crazy. Like, tell him something's behind this, and I hit him in the head with it, or I don't know, some funny thing that didn't seem like it would be something that someone would say. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks so much. All right. So I just want to tell you here we have Stacy, Pierrette, Lena, Marlene, Hypnicity will try to get to you, and Christy and Jan's free, but we really did cut off earlier, but we will see what we can do. Okay. We still got about 25 minutes. So
Yeah, we're rolling along today.
we're rolling along. Yeah.
Any advice from my guides as I'm struggling to do most everything lately? Yeah,
I'm sorry to
Stacy,
hear that.
there's some really heavy energies out there, and it has to do with the planetary alignments, the collective emotion, and if you're any type of an empath, which a lot of people are here,
Mhm.
it's you're you're carrying the weight of the collective. So. It's important to try and separate that and ask, is this truly for me? Is this my burden that I'm worried
Mhm.
about? And try and take away what is out of your control and just concentrate on the things that you are able to control. You are able to control what time you wake up, what how long your shower is, what type of soap you use. Like, make these decisions and concentrate on the small things that you're able to control. This way, the overwhelming decisions will not come bearing down on you, of the world, of so many huge big things. Concentrate on
Mhm.
the small things and celebrate those wins. But let me see what the
That's
that's
lovely.
from me, and that's kind of like a general information that I've been getting lately as well. I
Mhm.
have been feeling that it's really it's a tough time out there for empaths, and the
Yes,
collective weight is it's getting very tense, and we're all feeling it. So,
absolutely.
let me just see if there's any other advice from your guides, real quick. And Allie, if you want to go, that's up to you.
Okay. I'm getting here that you're building and creating something. You may not even know it. You're watering the flowers. Something new is coming in, but when something new comes in, the old has to die, and so you may have the stress, the heavy stress of that. And if you're attached to anything, you need to let go. If you
Mhm.
have any longings or desperation, it's not going to move. It's going to be stuck. So you want to release any attachments to the outcome, to anything that comes in, and be very mindful. This is the word of the day, along with some others. Be mindful, peaceful presence, quiet mind. And yes, I agree with Jean. I think maybe even if you're a writer or you feel comfortable journaling, maybe just do a gratitude list for the good things that are
Exactly.
coming in. Yeah. Yeah.
A gratitude list is a beautiful way of centering your energy and raising your vibration so that you're more able to deal with the collective energies that are out there. But the guides are just saying to simplify things, to
Mhm.
take some things, responsibilities off your plate, say no to some people who may have a social, things to do. It's okay to say no when you just don't spread yourself so thin. Just take care of your own energy and say no. Soak in a salt bath too. That would really help. Yeah, take care of your
It's,
energy, because
you know,
it is. Mhm. Go ahead, Allie.
no, I agree. I'm thinking, some people, so meditation, I can't do that. Well, you don't have to, as long as you just take some quiet time to be introspective. That's all. Yeah, I agree with you. And salt bath, wow, that's one of my favorites with candles and some incense. Yeah. So, all right.
And it will pass. It will pass. It's not forever.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm feeling that too, Stacy. I've got some heavy energy around me this past week, and I'm just letting it go. I'm saying, okay, that's why I'm taking off a couple more days and I'm going to go down and ground myself at the ocean. So I think that will be helpful. Thank you, dear, for your question, and I hope those heavy energies move along for you. Hello, Pierrette. Nice to see you, dear. I wonder if you have the same overcast day up there in Canada that we have here. But all right. Message from her guides.
Well, what I heard right away is why is she asking you? Because we have been talking to her all week. They're saying they're
It's for
saying trust,
verification. It's
trust.
verification. Yeah,
Yeah,
trust.
you have the communication. You have they want you to journal and to write down, even if you're pulling cards, to write them down and to create not a story, but create a record so that you can look back and look over them. that you are receiving messages, and it seems like it's trickling in, and very light and very small and very subtle messages. This is what you're what they intend for you to get right now. Everything
Mm.
is don't uh, you're asking for the whole ocean instead of just the pool water. They say,
Uh-huh.
pace yourself, and get this baby pool, then the big pool, then the ocean. But you are connected. You are receiving the messages, and to record them and believe them. Trust what you're getting.
Yeah. Wow. Pierrette says, OMG, Jean. That's awesome. I love that. I got here that, there's so many possibilities, Pierrette, endless possibilities. And yes, look at, they are communicating from above. So yes, you're getting that communication that Jean came through with. Just make sure you take time to take deep breaths, center and ground yourself. Remember that we are both in both worlds. And I know that makes it's difficult at times in order to do that. But you're going through also a lot of healing in your heart. There's a lot of that going on. Send yourself some green and pink energy to this heart chakra and listen to what your guides have to say. I agree with Jean. We always think we have to ask, but we more ask for validation, I think. Just validation that we are seeing what we think we're seeing. And I think a lot of us feel that way. So, oh, that's nice. She keeps sending you hugs. Thanks, Pierrette.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, Pierrette.
I know. That's nice. Okay, so I have Lena, Marlene, Hypnicity, and Christy still. Let's see who else. I'm just trying to let you know if Jan's free, if I have time. Okay. Maternal grandmother Anna.
She's saying, "Take my hand and walk with me." And you are like a 4 or 5 year old little girl, and she's reaching down her hand to walk with you. And she says, "I will hold your hand and walk with you. I'm here."
Mm.
She's saying, I'll walk you through the storm."
Mm. Oh, beautiful.
And help you jump over the puddles. You know how
Mhm.
when a grown up picks up a child when they jump and just give you that assistance? She has your hand in her hand,
Oh,
and she's going to be assisting you and holding on to you.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Anna.
It is. All right, I get the prophets and ancient seers. Look at this. They're doing some scrying in a mirror. Um, Decisions and predictive guidance. She said you can rely on me if you ask me for help. And of course, it's always your choice because you have free will. But I'm here to help you. But you have to ask me. And I love this. I have never gotten this card before, Lena. It's the angel of the 7 chakras. Look at this. Power, truth, and connection. She's telling you that you have that angel inside and around you all the time. And you have the power and the truth to connect with not only me, but others on the other. I think you have a gift, Lena. I think you have a gift. Keep your chakras aligned. Because look, the next one is your eternal spirit, higher self, and sacred intuition. So yes, once your chakras, because they do become unaligned at times for us, depending on what's going on. Keep them balanced, and you're going to have more information from your higher self, and also your intuition, and always watch for that when you're working. But yeah, it sounds like Grandma has got it going.
Beautiful, Lena. Good for you.
Isn't that great? I know. Very nice.
They're
Thank you,
really
Lee.
nice cards, Allie. Really good
Yeah, they
cards.
they
Yeah.
really are good ones. Yeah, I agree. All right, Marlene, Grandpa Hughes. Every time that I see this, it makes me smile because that my grand I didn't know him, but I have a Grandpa Hughes. So thank you, moderators, so much. Appreciate it.
He says he's showing me himself in a field digging potatoes with a straw hat on. He said it's harvest time. It's time for the harvest to rake in the bounty, the fruits of your labor, and it takes work. The work's not quite over yet. There's still work to be done, and it's important to apply yourself and get the harvest collected, so that moving forward you can um,
Mm.
um, have it through winter, whatever that is. Be sustained have this harvest sustain you through the next period of no growth. So
Mm.
this is the harvest. He keeps digging up these potatoes and showing them to me. He's on his knees, he's digging up the potatoes, and he's like, look, look, look. And he's digging up the potatoes, and he's like, look, this is hard work. You have to do the work. It's a lot of work to
Mhm.
harvest. Wow.
Wow, that's fabulous. Um, I'm getting that as you're talking about that. I had pulled elves, and I'm seeing like he says, I had to have people helping me when I was doing my harvesting. You have people around you as well that are helping you. They're little elves, you may not see them, but those spirits are around you. He says, you need to cut out any part of your life that you feel that you have any doubt, and claw away. I don't look at this necessarily as a bad thing. I just say sometimes we need to claw our way out of something, especially if we've not honored our boundaries. But look, the candle's lit, illumination comes, and you'll be able to go into the hot springs and relax and take a great dip. And I love that because these are two of my favorite things. So, hot tub or a bathtub or whatever. Don't let anything hold you back at this point. Take out what's not needed. But he wants you to know he's one of those elves around you. And, those are the guides. So fabulous. Thank you so much, Marlene. Thank you, dear. It's good to see you. All right. Hypnicity would love a message from the cosmos. Last time you said that her throat chakra needed work and then she got a sore throat. So let's see what happens. Yeah, she's feeling better right now.
Ooh.
When we open up, sometimes we let that out, and that's that gunk in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it had nothing. You like asked a question and it had nothing to do with your question.
Nothing to do with it.
Something about something was blocked. They just needed you to know.
That's right.
Funny.
Yeah.
I guess it's important to be aware. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see hypnicity messages. It's important for hypnicity to know. They want you to study. They want you to practice. They want you to study, and they want you to do practical practice. That's I don't know how to step outside of your comfort zone and practice, not just with yourself but with others, and have practice on others. And they want you to start practicing your abilities and getting feedback and getting validation. And they want you to just step up your practice and your studies. I'm not sure if you're taking a class. I see you studying and learning, and they want you to step outside of your comfort zone. So if there's some sort of a class that has like a practical portion of it, or it has requirements that you go out and have practice sessions with friends and family. Oh, yeah, they want you to start hit the books.
Books. Yeah. I'm getting the same thing. In order to flower, it says you have to have the guts to get out there and do it. But I'm also going to say that this is third chakra. Your gut is third chakra. And you just said you're working on intuition. That's gut intuition. That's where that comes from. So that's why it's showing up. But this is your true north. This kind of life is your true north, and it's what you were brought here to do. So it tells you to take deep breaths in and out, do your mindfulness awareness and so on. And anytime that you have something come through, trust the gut. Trust the gut. And if you need healing work done on that chakra, it resonates to yellow, of course. Citrine. I just got myself a beautiful citrine pendulum necklace.
Wow.
It's just gorgeous. But I need that. I have that issue myself. I've always had that issue. So I'm not saying, that hopefully you won't get a stomach ache now, but just because if you got a sore throat after she said you had throat needing. But you know what we need to do? Releasing. And releasing is a sort of a running off, and that comes from the gut. It really does. So good luck, honey.
Yeah, I see that you're working with your pendulum, and you said that your intuition needs work. And what the guides told me when I saw that you wrote that, they said she just needs to. The intuition is working fine. It's trusting the intuition. You need to get out of your own way and just trust it and throw caution to the wind, even if it's not. If you it's really important to trust it. Once you start trusting it, once you start accepting it, it starts coming through and validating more for you. If you judge it and hesitate and don't allow the possibility to come through, they'll think that you don't want it or that you are not ready for it. Just trust it and accept it, and it'll start coming through. So your intuition is working fine. You just need to get out of your own way.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes we all still have, like Jean, when that guide said, I'm alive and well, that's something new for her, and so she had to trust it. She had to trust what he was saying and then make meaning from that. So
I couldn't change it. I couldn't not say that that's what he said. I had to say it, and I had to trust that was going to bring me to the message that he wanted everybody to know. And yeah.
Fabulous.
It takes time.
Yeah. It does take time. Absolutely. And it's an ongoing thing as well. Christy, I know Nathan is looking for a job. I think we looked at a timeline for October for him last time you asked. If I am correct, I think I am. So yes, we will look at what's going on, because things can change, and see what's coming up for him and let you know what we find. So.
Let me just see what the guides have to
Hi,
say.
Melinda. Yeah.
I see somebody looking at him. I'm not sure if he has his resume on some job boards. But I see they're showing me an eye on him. There's definitely an eye watching him and looking at him. They're also telling me that it's important for him to maybe get something in the meantime, if that's at all possible, or at least have a project that he's working on, so that he's not so focused on every minute and kind of controlling it and focusing on it. You can't control it. You have to let it go. Trust the universe, let it go, and start working on, like a shed project, or working with, a family member, or helping out somewhere else, so that his attention isn't controlling the outcome. If he's focusing on it and worried about it and micromanaging it, it's not allowing it to flourish. It's important to have that resume out there, have that you know, apply applications out there, and then let it go, and to trust, and to start putting his focus on something else. Almost like when you're busy, it's when you least expect it, something will pop up over here. I don't know if he knows how to
Yeah.
paint, like paint houses, or redo a room, or maybe help out a family member by doing, you know, just some work that'll keep him busy, so that he's not micromanaging it so much. I hope
Hmm.
that's helpful for you, Nathan and Christy.
So I understand. It's interesting because my husband went through this. Tears. He's getting a lot of. He's had a lot of rejections. That is very debilitating. It's very difficult to deal with. Or he feels rejected for whatever reason. It doesn't. Maybe it's not from applications. It might be just that's how you feel at that because you can't move forward. Um, Somebody's been helping though, spreading the news that he needs the job, and it's a male. It's a male energy. So I don't know who it is, but a man will play the role in finding something for Nathan. Not sure when, because right now things are unavailable, and it's kind of there's barriers and blocks that are holding things back. However, as Jean said, use your discipline, practice, find other things to be good at. Strong focus is required. And yes, my husband is a chiropractor and I am a professor. We had no work. And we ended up going and working in a storage facility, which requires only a high school degree. And we just had to eat, we had to live, and it moved us into other things. So like Jean said, don't be afraid to find something that may seem lower than what he wants to do, but it will fill the time and take away that constant worry, that constant feeling of rejection. So we send him lots and lots of love, dear. Lots and lots of
Yes,
love.
many blessings your
And to
way,
you as
Christy
well.
and Nathan. Yeah.
It's very hard to be the spouse of somebody that doesn't have a job as well. So I absolutely send you a lot of energy and love. Yeah. Don't give up. Time will tell. Okay, Chris. Oh, I got Christy. Okay, Jan's Free is the last one we have for the day. I'm sorry we are over time after this, but thank you all so very much. I do want to mention that we will not be here next week, but Jean will probably or most likely have a show of some sort on her channel at this time. She will put it on her community page. Also, my Thursdays with the mediums won't meet this week because I will be transitioning to go home and saying goodbye and all that stuff. So I'll be back in my normal place on the 19th of September, and I'm looking forward to sleeping in my own bed. So nothing
Aw,
like your own bed, is there?
I know, right? There is
Yeah.
something to it.
There is something about it. So, Jan's Free, are you ready to start part-time work and able to still caregive your mom? I know you're hesitant. I know you are. I know Jan's Free work is a caregiver for her mom. She has been for a long time, but she's also volunteering with cats down at the shelter, feeding them and so on. And that's so admirable. And I can understand you don't want to spread yourself way too thin. So we'll take a look at it, dear.
So my pendulum is definitely saying yes, but I'm getting it's a little less than part-time. It's almost like 1 or 2 days a week. It's almost like something to get you out of the house, and keep your mind from becoming mush, and something that somebody needs you, that's um, like something that you're good at, that somebody else just needs a hand. Um,
Mm.
so it's not necessarily 20 or 25 hours a week going into a job where you have to punch a clock, but it's something where you can help somebody out. I'm getting this scenario of, like, if there's a restaurant that's busy only on Saturdays or only on Fridays for happy hour, or or the coffee shop is only busy in the mornings between 9 and 11 or something. Like, it's sort of just it's not necessarily a full part-time. It's just like helping somebody out once in a while, just to give your mind something to do and a different focus. But it's not. I don't. Yeah. I hope. Yeah.
Yes. So it's interesting that I got this. I get this a lot for myself when I ask a question. The first card for the yes, no is ask something else. It doesn't want to give an answer. And so I pulled it again, asking it in a different way. And Jan's Free, it says, you know the answer. And so we have to give our gut intuition that we just talked about. We have to, if we're hesitant, that's a message. Okay. So make sure that you think about it. You are already spiritually awakened. So you do have a good sense of your own limitations and interests. And make sure, if you do, to speak your truth. Which one's more important? For instance, I'm taking care of my mother. I'm her primary caregiver. I can give you this much time, but you need to know that if this happens, I won't be able to be there because that's not, And I think that people will understand because you're telling them up front. But that's your choice. If you're hesitant, remember that's a message.
Yeah, it'll be on your if it works out for you and you're available that day. You can't be promising that you'll be there every Thursday at 5 o'clock. It won't be. You won't know that. You'll say, "I'll let you know," or you can ask me that day, and you can say yes or no. And something that is that flexible for you, that they say, "Okay, I'll try the next person." Just something that you can be part of the an option, but not required.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of our favorite moderators, Sharon Sipe, was late today because she went to get a cake for her sister's birthday. You are a great sister, Sharon.
Aww.
Thank you so much for all the things you do for us. We're never worried if you're late. We love you anyway. Thank you, Viviani and Juno and other people here, Deb H. for Butterfly Kisses, for giving all your assistance to us as moderators. Hello, Valerie. And thank you. You just all have a wonderful Sunday. And I will see you after the 19th. And Jean, thank you, dear, always. Love you.
Thank you, Aley. And thank you, everybody, for asking your questions, and all the moderators and everybody here in the chat. It was a really wonderful session. It was very uplifting, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful event.
Really?
Thank you, Aley.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, yes, Craig. And thank you. I know you're a moderator, too. And anybody I missed, wasn't intentional. Love you. Bye, everybody. Have a great one.
Bye, everybody.